Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to start by talking about the McFarlane Toys Genestealer from Warhammer 40K. I'm a little bit out of it, but oh, well that took a tumble. Did not expect that. So here we are with the McFarlane Genestealer. Yeah, a little out of it, but yeah, I actually really like this toy. There are a couple of hindrances in it, but overall, the sculpting on this is immaculate. I'm pretty sure McFarlane Toys is known for that. Todd loves his sculpting. What's really cool about that is this is one of those toys that have the really great articulation as well as the really great sculpting. And I thought something like that is actually pretty genius. You don't really expect things like that from McFarlane to have a nice blend of both. Usually you get one or the other. And this is one of those times where those really big ball joints actually work out on this slightly larger figure. I know I'm not done anywhere near finished unpacking. I got a lot going on, but I did find one of the Ichigos. Now I just got to find other Ichigo and Zangief, and then we can have our normal day back. But yeah, as things slowly begin to get unpacked and unraveled and life starts to settle in, let's talk about Genestealer. So Warhammer 40K, I watched several videos that had a lot of lore. And let me tell you, I know I see those memes all the time about how if you were in this universe, like, what would you be? Listen, in this, you would be totally screwed in every which way. This is not a universe I would ever want to step foot into. Everything is existential dread, like, no lie. I would not want to be part of the Warhammer universe, like, at all. So Genestealers are basically aliens on hyped up, revved up to literal, like, 1,000. It's ridiculous. And these guys do exactly as their name seems. They implant you. You go through the 5 stages, and it gets crazy as you slowly become one of these. And these are like the basic foot soldier version of them. There's actually much crazier versions. So I'm actually hoping we get that after looking at those art. So let's enough about that lore. So Warhammer people, if you're watching, just know that you guys are crazy and I love you because you guys put a lot of effort into those videos. I'm gonna have to wash my hand, but I really like the movement of this and the articulation. I think the only thing that's really questionable for me, because I know McFarlane has a little round stand at the bottom, I think that the feet were one of those things I feel like could have had a deeper, tighter range here at the foot, so you can have a better chance of standing. And the head neck articulation, I think that's one of those things where it's the basic, it doesn't do much, but you can actually like still rotate it in many ways. But I think the neck would have done a better job of being cut down a little bit better, so that way you can have a better rotation for the monster. Because looking down and up, you want to be able to do more than that, especially because it's hard to turn the head to the side. I would have loved a little bit more of that. Articulation in the waist is pretty cool, because let's spread the arms out. The arms are actually really dope. We'll get into that in a second. In the waist area, you actually have this beautiful ab crunch. It folds forward really nicely. You see your exoskeleton right here on the outside that kind of breaks away from that ribcage area. And then you can actually rotate it to the left. You can rotate it really to the other side. That coupled with the arms having a full-blown range that don't really kind of get in the way, even with the carapace here on top, you can try to just move the arm outward. You can rotate all the way through and around. You have bicep swivel on all 4 arms, and you are double jointed on every single one of them. On our upper arms, we have our clawed appendages. We have our human-like hands from our host changing, if he has a human host, a human-like hand here. So you actually get a lot of detail and range. Again, I really got to commend the sculpting here. And I love the fact that you can actually raise the lower arms to be over. You get a lot of fun factor out of this toy, as my boy Junior would say. The legs, we can actually rotate outward. We do have a thigh swivel as well. We are double jointed, so you can crunch them all the way in. Then you have a ball joint here that allows you to go forward and toe pivot. But like I said, I really wish that we had gotten a little bit more range, maybe a little bit of a wider foot or a longer foot, so that way you'd have an easier time standing. For those of you that do not pose a lot, it may propose a bit of a balance challenge for you. I would take it as a as a challenge to actually challenge yourself to do a little bit more posing, and hopefully you can find creative ways to pose up your Genestealer, because you don't have to be on the hind legs all the time. As you can see, I'm a little out of practice being only one-handed, but there I have it, right? But then you can move your legs forward, and you, oh, my pinky, ow. Sorry about that. You move your legs forward, you pull your ab crunch up, you can actually make the lower hands do some work for balancing for you. And then here you have it. You can actually, and this is where my talking about looking up a little bit better, right? Because even if you lowered your Genestealer into your like spider-like stance, because you can't look further up, you would have to just keep moving the waist up. But if you had better articulation to look up and down, it would have been excellent for this figure as a crazy alien hybrid. Well, not hybrid, but a crazy alien. So these are really, really dope, and I am thoroughly enjoying them. They actually don't come with any accessories. They come just like this. I have 3 out the gate. I want to get at least 2 more so I can get crazy with it. And this has been a pretty simple review, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break to get a glass of water, which is not true. I already have a glass of water next to me. I'm going to pause it, and then you can see me in like 0.4 of a second. And then we'll do that, and then we'll jump into the size comparison as we compare it to some Warhammer stuff. And then we're going to talk about, you know, how it looks with other lines. So, see you guys in a second. All right, guys, as we jump into the size comparison, let's get into the Warhammer stuff first. I have some Bandai stuff, and I have some McFarlane stuff. Then I have some 1/18 Joy Toy stuff, which looks good against these guys, looking like super duper tiny. So, here we are with the McFarlane Space Marine right next to it. And as you can see with the McFarlane Space Marine, we are good for what we got going on, right? So with that being said, now we're going to do the Bandai one. So I'm going to see if I can fit it in there. Yep, there we go. And as you can see, the Bandai one is actually a bit smaller. So it's pretty cool because now you can have some different size comparisons for, you know, your stuff. So let's move these two. Ooh. Next up, next up we can do a sister. And then we can do a Necron, right? So here we are with a sister from McFarlane. And as you can see, they're not so much smaller than a Genestealer, but it looks good when you have like stuff like this. So here we are with this one. We have our Necron. And I gotta say, McFarlane knows how to do monsters, man. Oh, just for fun, here is the Joy Toy 1/18 scale. So if you want to do some like big monsters versus tiny Space Marines against the odds as they get heads bitten off and get crazy, this is a really good comparison for the two, right? Now we can jump into other stuff, which is really cool. So here we are with a NECA alien, the arachnoid. No, this is not arachnoid. This is the armored one, but I forgot the name. So here we are looking way bigger than the McFarlane. But again, you know, it all depends on what you got going on and what you plan on doing. And then if you want to get like Space Bounty Hunter with it, and put a Krig in there from Mezco. Now you can see what Mezco's Krig look like next to the Genestealer. And here I am forgetting words for some apparent reason. All right. Here is a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Here is a Action Force Kedak. Why'd I do that? I should have let it fall. That hurt. This one is a good one, right? Here is a NECA City Hunter, in case you want to do Predators versus Genestealers, right? So here we are with Predator versus Genestealers. Let's remove these guys. Next up, you'll have the Mythic Legions. So Mythic Legions versus Genestealers is actually a good size up too. Then you have stuff like, last but not least, we can do SH Figuarts. So here is an SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Kuga. As we compare it lastly, I think we did everything with the, Marvel Legends. So let's get a Marvel Legends in there. In case you want some more space stuff, here is a Marvel Legends Scroll to round out things. So thank you guys for watching. Even with the busted hand, it's healed enough so that way I can move it, but it still hurts the sensitive things. Maybe by next week I'll be all right. But thank you so much. As you know, you run through these quick domestic reviews with me. I've had a great time doing these. It's been fun. I hope you guys enjoy the photos at the end. And if you aren't doing well, I hope this helps brighten your day. And if you are doing well, I hope it made it even better. And as always, please be good, do good, Drink your water, guys.